Hello, today is September 17th, 2021. There's Annie, still 10 years old for another week. And here's our update on the house. So last weekend we had a wedding here. We hosted a wedding and it was beautiful. Everything was in the right spot and it was all super tidy. And this is what has happened in a week. It's just been trashed. But let's go through and show the progress on the house. So this window had a crack in it. And then the crack continued up, and at some point the crack was through 3 panes. And this window was traded out this week and replaced with a new window. So now we have our big sunroom, French doors, and that's really nice that that's all done. You can also see here that the metal scaffolding for the new balcony has been installed. That's also exciting. All right. In the house, nothing has changed other than being destroyed because of a big party. I'll head up to the apartment and show you what's going on up there. Okay, before we go up, you'll notice that the drywall is finally all covered. Last week and it was still drywall. You could see the seams and everything, and now it has its plaster coating. This wall will be wallpapered, so it's not super important that it's perfect, but up here things get a little bit more interesting. I'm going to go ahead and pause this while I squeeze my way through this little crack and show you the view from upstairs. Okay, I made it. I won't say it wasn't probably super graceful. You can see that the walls are pretty much done, so they're pretty much ready to get those all painted, and then we'll refinish the stairs this winter. Okay, upstairs in the apartment, we have a new door here to the balcony. Before it was a wooden door with a little window. This makes such a big difference. And opens and closes. The balcony has been used for cutting tile, so it's once again very dusty. And at some point we want to remove this glass roof structure, but we've decided that it will be on for the rest of this year. When that happens though, we'll repaint this side of the house. So this fourth side of the house is the only side that we haven't repainted. That'll come later. Going back into the apartment, not much has happened actually in the bedrooms. Those are all have remained as they were. But we've got this closed up here. The ceiling has been re-drywalled and plastered and actually even painted. And then here to the right is our bathroom. So it needs to be wiped down. All of the tiles have sort of that haze on it and dust. But the sink will go here. Sink and a mirror. We've got our heated towel rack. That's actually also the heat for this room. And then on this side we have our bathtub and shower combination, which we need a glass door or a glass wall for this part. And some things are remainders from the old place. If you recall, this was a little toilet room and this was notched out so that you could sit on the toilet and your shoulder would fit. And we decided to keep that there as a place to hold like shampoo bottles, but also just sort of as a reminder of what was here. And then here's our toilet that's not installed yet. I will say you'll have a beautiful view on the toilet because you look out to the backyard. Out here, through this dirty window, is our sunroom roof, which will eventually be a green living roof. And then that's actually Annie's room over there. All right, going back out into the apartment. These laminate floors that were in here were in perfect condition, but have been destroyed through this renovation. We purposely allowed them to be destroyed. We will keep them in the bedrooms, they're fine, but we decided here in the main room to replace them. And now we're really excited because we found that there's original hardwood floors. They're probably pine, they're probably not hardwood, but original floors here from the house, which, you know, include the hammer marks and the gouges and all of the stuff which I love, even the squeaks, which to me is part of an old house. So I think what we'll do, we had planned on replacing the old flooring with like a new flooring. And now I want to keep these wooden floors, so we'll probably strip those and then oil them. That little corner back there will be the kitchen. And then this is the living room. Finally, a lot of building material has been cleared out. All the windows are replaced and finished. The walls have been refinished. Everything's kind of ready to go. And then this wall will get a fun wallpaper. It's not super fun, but it's kind of fun. And then this is the dining area here. So yeah, the apartment is looking really nice. And we're really happy with the way it's turning out. So that's what's happening up here. I will say that Annie's bathroom, which is accessible by the apartment but won't be used very often, has become a bit of a storage space. She still uses it to like brush her teeth, but she also has a shower that works now, although she hasn't tried it yet. Her shower is now working, and she's got these cool glass doors, so she's in good shape for showering up here. All right, now I'll head outside and show you what's going on out there. But first, a quick coffee break, because it's Friday afternoon and we made it through a hard week. Coffee. One kind of funny thing that we have to do is when our chickens are free ranging, they love to escape onto the street. So we put this construction fence up, and we block the bottom off with whatever we find. Looks pretty redneck, I have to probably admit, but nobody's complaining. So, all right, let's walk to the back of the house and I'll show you some fun things. Here we are. You can see where our new deck will go. Around the back of the house, it has a rounded edge to it. We're trying to bring in some rounded edges to this thing. Our carport that we're going to build someday also will have a rounded roof. And you can see here the deck comes out of the winter garden, and then there's 3 steps up, and then we have a deck from our bedroom, which also works as a rain covering for this patio, which I'm not sure has been videoed yet, but that happened late this summer. Thanks to Hans and Lawrence and me, we worked on that. But this will be, once it's covered, sort of also a roof. It will double. Other things that have happened this week are the rain gutters have been installed finally that match the color of the roof, and then there's like a system to bring the water out and back into the river down there. We have that here going in the driveway, from the driveway down, so you can see where that happened. And then on this side of the house, we have this deck too. If I show you from this angle, you can actually see that this deck is actually not so skinny. And then this deck we have over here. So this will eventually be the vegetable garden where the grass is. And that first set of windows is right there is Annie's room or her hallway, and then our kitchen, and then our music room. And those all will have access to this deck on the side. And then there's stairs on either side for quick access down here to the veggies. So that's going to make a big difference to the house too. And maybe someday we'll be able to afford having a solar panel roof on this deck, which would help us with our costs of our daily electricity use. And here are our egg producers. They're very happy, although they have naked butts. But they love it when they can come out, and now they have all this fresh dirt to play in. So that's pretty exciting. All right, there's one last thing to show you. All right, I actually haven't seen it myself yet. You can see how the roses have come up over this arch. It's amazing. And the tent is sort of falling in, but it's still holding a lot of building material. It's been great. It's a bit of an eyesore, but who cares? I don't see it anymore. The reason I'm standing away talking is because of the chainsaw. But Christoph and his dad are building a shed for our garden things. Oh, nice. So here's our new garden shed, which will hold our, who knows what, lawnmower or things. We don't know yet. there was a garden shed here. It was falling down and it was too low to stand in. So we tore it down. I say we, I didn't do anything. They tore it down. We saved all the wood that we could. A lot of the wood that you see here was in the house, like as flooring or whatever. And these big beams that they're putting in right now are left over from the roof being redone. We're trying to recycle wood. At the time of this recording, we are still in the COVID pandemic, where wood is scarce and also very expensive. So it's nice if we can reuse a lot of what we have, which makes it also nice that we saved so much building material in this tent when we took it out of the house as they were destroying things inside. So that's the shed.